started. How's everybody doing? Great. With enthusiasm. How's everybody doing? Great. All right, very good. My name is Paul Neeson. I've been eating a raw food diet now for about 16 years or so. And I got into eating a raw food diet because 16 years ago, when I was growing up in New York, I was working on Wall Street in New York City. And I was going to college at nighttime, and I pretty much got diagnosed with a deadly disease called inflammatory bowel disease, also known as inflammation of the colon. It's ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. And at that time, the doctors said there was no known medical cure. To this day, many years later, the doctors are still saying there's no known medical cure. I'm here to tell everybody, just because the doctors say there's no known medical cure, doesn't mean there's no cure. So we have to make sure, if you're going to do this, you're doing this the right way. It's very important to understand, everybody, the more you limit where you're getting your nutrients from, the more important the quality of the nutrients you're getting. You can get away with eating less quality food if you're eating a good variety of food, because chances are you're going to get some nutrient that you're missing from another food. However, when you limit the quality or the quantity of where you're getting your food sources from, the quality must be much more important. Most of the food that you get from the supermarket comes from soil that's already been demineralized, not organic, and even if it is organic, that doesn't assure it comes from good quality soil, and you're going to be missing some nutrients. One of the keys, if you want to be successful at a 100% raw food diet and getting the good quality food as best as possible, is to grow the food yourself. I tell you that I've interviewed some people that have been eating a raw food diet for over 50 years successfully. One of the people I just interviewed on my show, I have a show called the Raw Life Health Show, go to rawlifehealthshow.com. And I just interviewed a man last week who's been eating a raw food diet for over 45 years. And some of the things we're going to talk about tonight, he's been able to do successfully. But why aren't other people able to do it successfully? Because we have to understand, what are raw foods? What are raw foods? Raw foods are fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds in their raw, ripe, fresh, organic state, form. That's what raw foods are. Those are raw, healthy foods. What's raw junk food? The raw junk foods are the things that just replace the traditional junk food you would find in the store for something else. For example, if you have a candy bar, and then you have a raw food candy bar, it's still a candy bar. It might not be as bad as that traditional candy bar, but it's still a candy bar. Why not replace that candy bar with a couple of apples or some oranges? That's doing it the right way. That's doing it the wise way. You all know that the best foods for your body are fresh, ripe, organic fruits and vegetables, right? Give yourself a hand for knowing that. You all know that on a regular basis to eat late at night isn't ideal. Maybe every now and then we might, but for the most part, it's best to eat our foods during the daytime. You all know that, right? Give yourselves a hand for that. That's just wonderful. You all know that it's not only diet, exercise, and getting enough water is very important, right? Give yourselves a hand for that. And you all know that there are things in the raw food movement that are truly healthy and true superfoods, and the skin that wraps that orange or that fruit or that vegetable is what a true superfood is, and you all know that, right? Well, give yourself a hand for that. With enthusiasm, all right. And you all know and wouldn't be deceived by people that come trying to tell you something different. And you all know that one of the worst things you could put in your body on a regular basis and call it healthy is something like chocolate, right? Give yourself a hand for that. What was that? And you all know that the things that are found in many desserts, even though they're called raw, like agave nectar, aren't really healthy for the body, right? Give yourself a hand for that. And you all know one of the worst foods you could put in your body is a snack that's made with cacao and agave nectar, right? We have to know what is truly healthy and what's not healthy. Stop being deceived. When I got into the raw food diet many, many years ago, The fruits and the vegetables are what the superfoods were. I don't even support or recommend the raw food diet anymore. What I support and recommend is a fresh food diet. Eating our foods as close to nature as possible, and I don't mean eating a candy bar at the park. I mean, the sooner they came out of the ground, eat them. When you go to the farmer's market, get the food from the farmer's market. If you want to be successful at eating a raw food diet, do the things that the people have been successful doing for the many years. They've been eating a diet of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Juicing is one of the greatest things you can do for your health. Why? It gives your body nutrients with using very little digestion and energy to get those nutrients. Guess what the world's greatest juicer is? Your body. The food we eat is designed to tell us what it's good for. That's it. Celery looks like the bones. The minerals in celery are great for the bones. An avocado looks like a womb. The oils in the avocado are wonderful for a woman who's pregnant. What about walnuts? Walnuts are great for the brain. They look like a brain. The food looks like what it's good for. What about a Twinkie? You know what a Twinkie looks like? It looks like a coffin. Do you know food is supposed to have a life process to it? A ripening stage, a freshness stage, and a rotting stage. That's what true food is. If you're eating things from a bag, box, container, or can, you know, those are not the ideal things for your body, especially if it doesn't have an expiration date on it. So whatever you decide to do, just have an open mind. Cooked food is not poison and it's not going to kill everyone.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.